Hello my creatives and welcome to another video. Yes, I know, long time no see. This video I will not get into any specifics about my life. I just want to share some projects with you, or this project with you. But I can share with you that, you know, life is a very big roller coaster. And let's say I was on the wild part of the ride for the last 6 months. I am still on a very wild ride, and I really needed my crafty time to be my own, because I felt, because of circumstances, that I was a social worker 24/7, which meant I had little time for myself, and the only time I had for myself was my crafty time. So I want to share this journal with you that pulled me through this time, and it's absolutely inspired by Margaret from Seven Plaza. She did the grit journaling with, you know, the boxes. I will share it with you in a second. And I saw that video of hers, and I will link it down below for you so you can check it out as well. And I don't know, it just clicked. My brain just started working and I couldn't stop. So I made this altered book, which is a collectible album book. I will show you one of these without it being altered. And then I will go through the flip through. So this is one of the albums without it being altered. So this is one of the Verkade albums, and I was lucky to find them with the images still intact. So they are not put in this album, and that means that you have pages with boxes and pages with text. And I do have, well, this one and another one that is still empty. So I'm thinking about creating another altered book like this. I'm sorry, my English is also very, very rusty because it has been, what, 8 months, you guys tell me. But yeah, I really want to make this video. I will talk more through it, but I really want to show you this. So I turned this into an altered book. I tore out pages from this book, and then I started working in this. I did the cover last, but this is the cover. I used some original of the Verkade images and some doilies and fabrics. And yeah, I just really, really love this book. I just distressed it up a little bit, and this is the binding. So if we open it up, then here is the opening page, making sure it is all in frame because it is a big book. It's about letter size, I guess, 1 page, so 2 pages is about 2 letter sizes, and I just went to town with it. So in this first part, this is my cover page. I put in this beautiful postcard that I found in a thrift store. I didn't do anything to it because I thought it was just gorgeous. And then I made this journaling card, and I put some journaling on the back about these past couple of months and how tough they've been and how this journal put me through. So this journal was inspired by Margaret, and I met her in December, and she's so lovely. I absolutely adore her. Oh, so this is supposed to go in here. I didn't check the journal because I brought this journal to Margaret to show her how she inspired me, and she was so kind, guys. It was amazing. I had this big fangirl moment, and then Bye Bar Paper Lover was also there, which I also love to watch because she inspired this project, which I will also share with you. But this is inspired by Bye Bar Paper Lover and of course all the other YouTubers that I watch, but she was the main reason for this. And then I just wanted to share with them what they did to me and how they put me through. And they were so kind. It was amazing. And then Margaret did a big shout out on her channel to my channel. I'm like, wow, it's just little me. So I don't know, it was just an amazing day. So I put my big girl panties on and made this video. Margaret, look, I'm here sharing it. Yeah, so this is the second page, and this was just one of the regular pages. And I made a folio to go in here, and this is with the Tim Holtz paper, of course. And I used a lot of images from vintage books. And I put in some of my beautiful vintage ephemera. So I have a tendency to hoard this because I am so afraid to tear it up, because maybe I want to turn it into a digital, but yada yada yada, you know how it goes. So I thought, but I have this box and it's just sitting there. So I thought I need a place to just put nice things, look at nice things, but still be able to take them out. And if I want to, scan them in. So I put in some vintage, beautiful vintage ephemera in here, and everything that is authentic vintage is removable, like this one. So put that in this pocket, just for me, you know, to keep, to look at. This one is also removable, so the bird is not fully stuck down, and this is a tuck spot, so I can put this on underneath and can remove it when I want to, but it also looks very nice as a collage. So this goes in here. Then there is a vellum window, and I hand stitched around it, making sure I'm still in frame. I'm a little bit rusty, guys, so I'm sorry. Then I created this page, and actually this page is my husband's favorite. He loves me doing my crafts, and he's very supportive, and also very supportive about my YouTube channel. So he adored this style and he loved this page. Of course, I used these Tim Holtz dolls, but I also started using, like Margaret did, you know, the cheap AliExpress stuff you buy. I do not buy there anymore, but we all did. So I started to use these stickers. And all of this grid journaling is inspired by Margaret. So I will leave her video down below in the description box so you can check it out. On this page I used botanical images that are from a book. I love to go thrifting and buy some books. And of course some Tracy Fox labels, because, you know, we love her. Then here I used some of Margaret, her printables, and these are amazing. I have a lot of her printables. I love her printables, and I used them to, you know, create this page. And then I put in this big pocket that I created these vintage, original vintage pieces. I can't bear to tear these up because they are so beautiful. So I thought, but if they're sitting in a box, they're also not nice to look at. So I thought I would put them in here, and then they are part of my spread, but I can also, you know, have fun with their true glory. Then this page I made with butterflies. And what I like to do with the grid journaling is that I use the same elements on all of the grids. So pretty much the same book pages or from the same book images are on the grid, and then I like to create this big piece. So these are all book images. Then I have some trees, and this was definitely inspired by Margaret because she encourages us to use the cheap AliExpress stuff we bought, like the labels and everything, and I use them in the background. I love using postage stamps, and these are from vintage books. Then I have this GNOME page, and this was a big thing in the Netherlands, I believe in the 80s or 90s. It's David de Kabouter, which is David GNOME, and I found these books in thrift stores. So I just fussy cut out some images, did some stenciling in the background, and made a little collage. Then I have this page, which is images from a Reader's Digest book and some Tim Holtz tissue paper, and of course some other stuff. And as you can see, the circles are coming back in all of them. The postal thingies are coming back. The tickets from 49er Market are coming back. And that is how I try to challenge myself to create different collages with the same supplies. And it really, really was a lot of fun. Same with these. There are some cheap stickers, some labels I made inspired by Margaret because she makes them. And I left them blank and snipped them in half and tried to create a composition on my page. And of course the Tim Holtz stamps are amazing. Same with this one, and this time I added a little bit of green thread. This is loose. I love it when it's loose because then it feels more organic and it moves around a little bit. And I did some hand stitching around this circle, which is hand cut, and a window made of vellum. Then this page I created with these beautiful fashion ladies. These are cut out from an old book. And I used Tim Holtz words, and I thought I would do a positive page about myself. So all the words that are on here have something to do with me, with which I think about myself. So it says, be authentic, do what you love what you do. And then it says original, genuine, understanding, artist, soulful, and crazy. And I relate to these words. Then next, this is one of my favorites. It turned out so much better than I thought. I think I watched one of Margaret, her videos, where she created something botanical grungy. And I thought, okay, I can take this style and create something in this journal for my own. So I created these grid collages, and then I really love this big moth, which I cut out from a book. And of course, some, you know, labels, advertisement pieces, even Margaret, her digitals. And I did some, well, weird hand stitching, which was also a lot of fun. But this, I think, is definitely one of my favorite pages because I didn't expect it would turn out this good. So when you turn it around, then we have one of these big cigar bands, because I kept in mind what I created on this side. I would also mimic a little bit on this side because, well, you can see through it. I don't mind that you can see the book page through it, but I didn't want to have this big rectangle here and then something else. So I really kept that in mind, and I created this page with the cigar bands as a focal point, which started me out. Then this one was also a lot of fun because, I don't know, I think I literally watched all of Margaret, her videos, and I replay them always in my craft room. So I think I watched all of her videos 8 times by now. And I mean, I have watched her complete channel with, you know, complete focus, which is challenging for someone with ADHD, but you did it, Margaret. I hyper focused on your channel. And I think she did something with specimen slides, and I saw another video where she did some grungy things. So I combined everything, and then I created my own slides. I created this cheesecloth to look like moss. Colored it myself. So I really love this because this is one of the regular pages. I just ripped it in half and put a tag on it, and this gives a certain vibe. For me, it's more like night. Now when you flip it over, it's a day scene inspired to be the same as this, but not be the same. And I don't know, it just brought me so much joy to create this. Then this is one of the last pages. Of course, it's obvious, right? This is Margaret's and Barbara. I mean, everything. I loved creating this, and I made my own little story. I have this book about a cookie factory and, you know, the evolution of it. So I found one of these pictures in there and these images and this beautiful advertisement piece. And I thought, well, these are all people that work at the cookie factory. And they all, you know, need their ID card that they are working there. And I used some vintage ephemera and yeah, this piece. So I put some real ledger on the back, which was really hard, but I did it. Added some labels, some postage stamps, and then I have one of these original pieces in here. And then in this pocket, this is also a piece from that book, which I also really liked and wanted to use. So it was really fun to think of this story in my mind. That all of these people I have these identification cards for are working at this cookie factory, and, you know, they are on the group photo and everything. So then the last page, I really wanted to make it look like the first page because it is a cover page, but a little bit different. So I have this other painting from Klimt, and I also have one of his here on the front. This is actually one of my favorite paintings. I don't know, I just love it. And yeah, made a masterboard type thing, and then that was the end of this journal. I think I filled it up in a month and a half, which is really quick for me, but it just helped me through a lot of dark days. And I want to thank Margaret for inspiring me to create this journal, and for her videos, and you know, her lovely shout out. So everyone who came here from Margaret, thank you so much. I'm so very grateful, and I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of my work. I hope to post more, but you know, life. I want to create a flip through for this because this is a journal in a box, and I want to share that with you, and I have other things. But let's start just with the first video, because beginning is always the most difficult. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you found some inspiration in this video, and until next time, bye.